Namaste and welcome to Pramanic Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahajani. In this video, we are going to talk about the transit of Jupiter from Sagittarius to the Capricorn in March 2020 for all ascendants and moon sign. So keep watching. Jupiter is going to transit into the sign of Capricorn, into the nakshatra of Uttara. By the way, Jupiter gets debilitated into the sign of Capricorn. Then what is the significance of this transit? This transit is happening in the sign of Capricorn. But if you look at the previous transit of the Jupiter, the debilitated Jupiter, that is Jupiter in Capricorn, 12 years back, maybe around 2008, it wasn't the same. What is so special about this transit? During this transit, Jupiter will conjunct its lord, the lord of the Capricorn, Saturn. And here's the thing about Jupiter and Saturn. Anytime when you are expecting any new person or any new creation in your life, be it your husband or wife coming into your life, like marriage, or maybe if you want to create a company, if you want to create a brand, if you want to create something, if you are looking for child. So anytime when you are expecting something new in your life, you have to have the favorable transits of these two planets. You always have to look for it. Now you have an exercise. Go to your horoscope and check your chart. And when you have a favorable transit of these two planets, note down the events that happened during that time and comment down below. So this transit of Jupiter is special. It will conjunct its lord, and when it gets the conjunction of the lord, the debilitation gets cancelled. The debilitation of the Jupiter gets cancelled because it will conjunct its lord. There are many rules of the cancellation of the debilitation. If you want to know more about it, we have made a video on Nichbhanga Raj Yoga. So this time it won't be the debilitated Jupiter. It will be a well dignified Jupiter, I would say. Okay, so this is happening in the nakshatra of the Uttara. Uttara is a nakshatra which is into the sign of Capricorn, and the symbolism with this nakshatra, or the key words about this nakshatra, is the final victory. Uttara is the final victory of the things which we started in Purva Bhadrapada. More about that in some other video. But Uttara is the final victory. And when you have these two important planets coming into the sign of Capricorn, this brings in the positive change in everybody's life. Because now Jupiter is not debilitated, is well dignified, and Saturn is in its own sign, and both these planets are in this nakshatra of the Uttara. And Uttara nakshatra is all about doing something concrete in life. More so, 10th house also has the signification and characteristics of the 10th house, which is about work, career, public life, shining at your workplace. So this Jupiter and Saturn conjunction is going to help you bring in concrete positive changes in your life. So wherever you have the sign of Capricorn in your life, according to your ascendants, that area you will feel the difference. You will feel the positive, concrete development, which is maybe at times a life-changing development, because this is so big. Sometimes we have Saturn in the Capricorn, Jupiter is somewhere else, not even aspecting Capricorn. Sometimes we have Jupiter in the Capricorn and the Lord of the Capricorn is somewhere else, and it's not that powerful as a transit. But this time it's big. So let's find out what it means for all the ascendants quickly. It is not a thorough analysis. We have already discussed that into a different video when it entered into the sign of Sagittarius, because this transit is only for the 3 months. On the 1st of July, this Jupiter will come back to the sign of Sagittarius retrograde, and again in November it will go to the sign of Capricorn. We'll talk about that later, when maybe during October, November, we'll make a separate video on that. So right now, Jupiter is into the Capricorn for 3 months. So let's talk about all the ascendants and moon sign. For Aries, it is happening into the 10th house. 10th house is the house of your career. So you will feel the positive, huge changes in your career. You maybe want that shift in the career. You are looking for a promotion, or maybe you are looking for some change in your work area. You will be blessed with that change right now. And this conjunction will work in axis, like it's into the sign of Capricorn, and it will aspect the sign of Cancer. Jupiter and Saturn have their own special aspects, but the 7th house aspect will be focused on, because Jupiter will also be aspecting the 7th house from itself, and Saturn will also be aspecting the 7th house from itself. So wherever you have the sign of Capricorn in your chart, you will feel that positive, constructive change in your life. And wherever you have the sign of Cancer, you will feel the same change in that area as well. So for Aries, it's the 10th and 4th house. For Taurus ascendant, it's the 9th and the 3rd house. So you might get a chance to travel, or you may get a chance to follow certain religious practice or something, some sort of change in your ideology, or maybe your religious beliefs, or the things which you believed earlier, that might also change for good during this time. For Gemini ascendant, it's happening into the 8th house and 2nd house. So this is the best time to talk about inheritance. There will be a constructive, positive change with respect to the inheritances. If you have any disputes going on, this is the time for the positive things in favor of you regarding the inheritance. For Cancer ascendant, now it's happening into the 1-7 axis. The Jupiter and Saturn will be traveling through the 7th house. So those who are looking for marriage, or those who want to get married, this is the best time. This is the best time to look for the partners. More so, the axis will be 7-1. So either you will work on yourself to improve your personality or the physical body, the literal transformation, and the other people like marriage partner or business partner. So you will feel the positivity in this axis. For Leo ascendant, it will be happening into the 12th house and 6th house. In the 6th house, you will have the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. 6th house is the house of your repetitive work. It is one of the Upachaya houses which grows with time. And it is also about your routine. It is also about your job and redundant repetitive work. It is also the house of underprivileged people. It is the house of your pets, house of diseases, arguments, delays, loans, dates. All these can be seen with the 6th house. Now, when the Jupiter and Saturn goes into the 6th house while transiting, it can bring in the positive side for the sixth house. Like if you are looking for a loan, you will get an approval for the loan. If you want to repay the loan, it will give you an opportunity to repay the loan. If you are looking for any foreign opportunity, you might also get some foreign opportunities at your workplace as well, because from sixth house, Jupiter is aspecting the 10th house, 12th house, and second house, and is blessing all three houses, which is the house of career, the house of foreign travels, and the second house of again the. For Virgo ascendant or Kanya Lagna, this conjunction or transit is happening from the fifth house, so it will be up impacting the fifth house and the 11th house axis. This is the axis of wealth. 11th house is the house of gains, and 5th house is also one of the Lakshmi houses, along with 1, 5, and 9. So now the Jupiter and Saturn are coming into the 5th house of the horoscope, and this brings in new opportunities which might bring in money for you. New opportunities which will bring in lab for you, which you are looking for long time. Okay, if you're looking for children, and now you're getting the Jupiter and Saturn transit into the 5th house, this is a positive sign for those who are looking for it. For Libra, this conjunction and this transit is happening into the 4th house and the 10th house. The 4th house, we have 4th house of the Libra ascendant will be the Capricorn ascendant, and Capricorn in the 4th house, it will make you invest into your home. You might redevelop your home, or you might change something in your home, which is positive, like you want to renovate your home. It is not like the 4th house Rahu transit, wherein you will be doing fancy things, but these are the necessary things, and these can be the huge renovation in your house and 4th house premises, or it can be just a new house as well. Both the planets Jupiter and Saturn are aspecting the 10th house of the horoscope, so this might give them an opportunity in their workplace as well. For Scorpio ascendant, this conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter is happening into the 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of your self-effort, is the house of the communication, of your marketing, of advertisement, communication, written communication, your hobbies. All these things can be seen with the 3rd house. And when you have this positive transit into your 3rd house, it shows your ideas will now be well received by the people. Your marketing campaigns will succeed, and your communication will improve, and you will communicate your ideas effectively during this time. Sagittarius ascendant. For Sagittarius ascendant, this transit is in their 2nd house. 2nd house is the house of gains, and now the Saturn and Jupiter in the 2nd house gives you an opportunity to earn money, gives you an opportunity to bring in changes into your resources, to enhance your resources, to earn more money. Capricorn. Now the sign of Capricorn, it's into the 1st sign. Jupiter and Saturn are transiting from their 1st house, like 1st sign. This brings in the change, the positive and constructive change in your physical body. You will transform your body. During these 3 months, if you want to change your body, any effort taken during these 3 months will give you good results in the long term, because it's Saturn. Whatever you do, it will help you get in long run. Aquarius ascendant. For Aquarius ascendant, this is happening in the 12th house. 12th house is always misunderstood as bad house because it is the house of expenses and losses. But more than that, 12th house is also the house of spirituality, house of being alone, house of hospitals. 12th house is second to the 11th and 11th to the second. So it's the Dhanasthan to the Labhasthan and Labhasthan to the Dhanasthan. So it is huge, and it is also the house of foreign things in life. Now you have this conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter transiting from the 12th house of the horoscope. Now this will bring in the positive changes with respect to any foreign assignments. If you are into any spiritual practice, this period will help you to be more disciplined, and you will have more insights, more spiritual insights during this period. This is also aspecting the 6th house of your work, so you can expect the foreign involvement or any opportunity abroad during this time. Pisces ascendant. For Pisces ascendant, this transit is happening into the 11th house. In 11th house, you have Saturn and Jupiter. Jupiter is the Lagna Lord for the Pisces ascendant, and Saturn is the Labhasthan Lord for the Pisces ascendant. Now it is conjunct into the 11th house. 11th house is the house of gains. So during this period, the Pisces ascendant people will gain a lot. Whatever they are doing during this period, it will give them huge gains and sustainable gains, sustainable growth and gains during this time, if you are Pisces ascendant. And it is also aspecting the 5th house of children. So if you are looking for the children, this is the best time for you. So yes, this was the quick analysis for all the ascendants of the transit of Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn in March 2020. As much as I could hold, grasp and share with you guys. What to watch next? If you are new to my channel, go and watch how to get started into Vedic astrology, or how do the retrograde planets affect, or you can start your journey with Rahu Ketu through houses playlist, or planets through houses playlist, or rising signs and ascendant playlist, or just go to the playlist and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology, sending you tons of positive energy. If you have any question, add me on Instagram at Pramanik Astrology. I read all the DMs and I try to reply to almost all the DMs. I read all the comments and I also try to reply to almost all the comments. So if you have any question, add your questions to the comment section as well. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.